Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Good afternoon, everyone. We will start new chapter today. Kammatthana, compendium of meditation objects. So up to now we have learned Abhidhamma. But actually this is not a Abhidhamma. This chapter is not a Abhidhamma. This is considered as a Dhamma. Because in the YMBA Sunday school, Kammatthana is added into Dhamma, right? Under Dhamma, not a Abhidhamma. So up to now we have learned Abhidhamma for almost 3 years. It's time to practice. It's time to practice. For that reason, the last chapter is for practice. So we'll talk about a meditation object. So here, Kammatthana. Kammatthana. The name of the chapter is Kammatthana. Kammatthana literally means the place of walk. So if you are walking in a company, that is Kammatthana. The place you are walking, that's Kammatthana. Its original meaning is someone's place of occupation, like farming, trading, engineering, accounting, etc. That's the Kammatthana, the literal meaning of Kammatthana. Your company, meaning let's say, if you're walking, a place, your company is called Kammatthana. If you do not go to your company, you will be fired, right? It's important to go to your office. So here, Kammatthana means your office, where you work. If you do not go, then you will be fired. In meditation, it refers to objects of meditation. We have many objects where meditator works to develop mindfulness and concentration. So here in meditation, Kammatthana means objects of meditation. We have a different object where meditator work to develop mindfulness and concentrations. Just like that, if you are meditating on breathing is your Kammatthana. The breathing is your office where you work. If you do not go to your office, you'll be fired. So here, if we are meditating, breathing meditation, the breathing is our object. If your mind do not stay in the breathing, so that means your meditation doesn't work. So breathing is called Kammatthana. So if you are contemplating the quality of the Buddha is Kammatthana, your Kammatthana. If your mind go here and there, so you are not meditating. So here, Kammatthana literally means the place where you walk. If you do not go there, you will lose your job. Just like that, we have a different type of objects of meditation. So whatever object you use, our mind must stay with it. If your mind is not staying with that object, that means you lost your meditation. Kammatthana in meditation means the object of meditation with a different object. In Myanmar, senior meditation masters are called Kammatthana Charya. Kammatthana Charya. Literally, meditation teacher. Meditation teacher. Kammatthana means meditation object, or Acharya means teacher. The teacher who told you how to, the teacher who told you meditation object, Kammatthana, right? Kammatthana. I think up to now, we have a different type of meditations. Traditionally, we have a 40 meditation object. Breathing, recollection, and 4 unlimitables. All these are Kammatthana. So wherever meditation object you use, your mind must stay with it. If your mind divert to other direction, you lose your meditation. Any question? No question. Okay. So actually, for those who didn't attend Sutta class, we'll repeat what is meditation. So actually, I just taught less 2 days ago the same topic. Maybe for those who learn in Sutta study class, repetition. So actually, we have a 5 duties or responsibility of a monk. One of them is to repeat. Yeah, in Singalavada Sutta, one of the duty of a teacher is to repeat wherever you have learned. So in that way, you are master on that object. For those who learn this one in the Sutta study class, you're lucky. You can learn twice within few days, within few days. And also, for those who are new, let me see. What is meditation? In Cambridge Dictionary, meditation means the art of giving your attention to one thing, either as a religious activity or as a way of becoming calm and relaxed. So that means that I underline the act of giving your attention to only one object. Actually, it refers to with 2 types of meditation, samatha and vipassana. It refers only to samatha. For example, prayer and meditation. She practiced meditation. The second definition, serious thought or study or the product of this activity. Example, the book is a meditation on the morality or art, serious thought or serious study. You contemplate on that. Actually also a type of meditation, contemplation. In Oxford Dictionary, the same thing, focusing one's mind for a period of time in silence or with the aid of chanting. Normally when we are chanting in Mangala Shrine Hall, a type of meditation, because we will use our chanting. So while we are chanting, normally the mind will go here and there, and you lost your meditation. You lost your meditations. So while we are chanting in Shrine Hall, our meditation object or our Kammatthana is chanting. For those who know the meaning of what we are chanting, the quality of the Buddha, the quality of the Dhamma and Sangha will be your Kammatthana. For those who do not know any meaning, chanting itself is a Kammatthana. It's a type of meditation. The the monk spent much of the day reading and meditating on scriptures, thinking deeply about something. He went out to meditate on the new idea. So actually, when you look at definition of dictionaries, it covers only one part of meditation, samatha, not inside meditation or vipassana. So for that reason, vipassana is available only in Buddhism, not in other religions, only in Buddhism. But samatha, or contemplation or concentration or serenity or tranquility or calm, whatever language you use, so it can be available anywhere, any religion. Samatha is a one-pointedness thought, one-pointedness. Your mind point to one object. So actually, vipassana or insight, use your wisdom to analyze or to investigate the nature of mental and physical phenomena. We will study later today. Meditation, bhavana in Buddhism. Actually, the word bhavana is translated as meditation in English. The literal meaning of bhavana is developing or cultivating. I think you must know this one, otherwise you will not understand. Some people say that Buddhists are sitting down and thinking something. No, thinking is not in meditation, just one part, only initial part. So even we do not use the word thinking, but we use technical term vitakka. So without using technical term, difficult to explain. So for that reason, we need Abhidhamma. Abhidhamma explain an object and a subject using technical term. But here, the word bhavana is translated as a meditation. It means developing and cultivating. So we need to know what to develop and what to cultivate. So therefore, some says it is a mental training. Meditation is mental training, mental culture, or mental cultivation. Actually, you can use it, but the literal meaning is to develop and cultivate. In many suttas, the Buddha usually use two words together when he refer to what we call meditation. Number one, bhaveti, to develop something. Number two, bahuli karoti, to do numerous times, to do something numerous times, separate times, or to cultivate. So these are two words the Buddha usually use when he refers to meditation. So actually here, meditation means to develop something, to do something numerous times. So what is something? So here I will show you just three. No? So the class, last lesson I talk about 7 definitions of meditation. 7 definitions. But it can be more than that. But I just show you the most important one. But even though I talk 7 definitions of meditations, if you talk one definition, it covers the rest. So actually, we just look at definition of meditation from different dimensions. That's all. But here also, I will show you 3 definitions. But if you know one definition, it covers the rest. But we just look at definition of meditation from different perspectives. That's all. So number 1, what is meditation? Number 1, the most popular definition of meditation is to develop and cultivate two qualities. Number one, serenity, samatha. Bhikkhu body use calm in this book. In this book, samatha. But here in Anguttara Nikaya, he used serenity. Actually, I like this one. Serenity, samatha. Some people will use tranquility, stillness, same. Another one is insight or wisdom, vipassana. So here, to develop and to cultivate serenity and insight, that is meditation. Whatever method you use, wherever you are practicing meditation, if cultivate and develop serenity and insight, okay. It doesn't develop these two qualities, no, not okay. But in Parisori Sila, Parisori Sutta, in Majjhima Nikaya, the Buddha says, if by reviewing he knows that serenity and insight are not developed in me, then he should make an effort to develop serenity and insight. But here, to develop bhavana, that's meditation. So developing serenity and insight is called meditation. It's the first method, actually the most popular one. So when you go to meditation center, you will hear the word samatha and vipassana. And some emphasize samatha, some emphasize vipassana. Number two, what is meditation? The most simple and easiest definition of meditation can be found in Satipatthana Sutta. This is the most famous suttas as far as meditation is concerned. Developing mindfulness, sati. Developing mindfulness on four foundations of mindfulness. Four foundations, it's called meditation. So if you develop mindfulness on four foundations or four objects, that's called meditation. The most simple. If you are, as long as you are mindful, any moment, that's meditation. Now I'm talking. If I am mindful, when I'm talking, that's meditation. You're listening. If you are mindful, when I'm talking, that's meditation. For that reason, in Abhidhamma, in the fifth chapter, so teaching and learning are added into bhavana, meditation. Because when we are teaching, when we are learning, we are developing mindfulness. For that reason, it's considered as a meditation. Four foundations. Number one, mindfulness of the body. And body and something that are connected with the body. And mindfulness of feeling, mindfulness of mind, and mindfulness of Dhamma. Dhamma means phenomena, natural phenomena. So you develop and you cultivate, you increase your mindfulness based on those objects, those foundations: body, feeling, mind, and Dhamma. But Dhamma here not teaching, not a teaching. Natural phenomena, intrinsic nature. So that is the simple way of understanding meditation. Now we can understand that any posture you can practice your meditation. So the Buddha suggests in Satipatthana Sutta, even you go to toilet, even you are urinating, you know that you are urinating. Because you know you're urinating, that means you're mindful. You're mindful. If you are defecating, you just know that you're defecating. If you're drinking, you just know that you are drinking. If you are eating, you just know that you are eating. When you're walking, you just know that you're walking. That's meditation. You can find those definitions in Masatipatthana Sutta. Very simple, So here, when we talk about four foundations or four objects, it can be anything. It can be anything. So that means wherever moment, if you are mindful, even you are angry, even you are greedy, if you know that you are angry, that's meditation. If you know that you are greedy, that's meditation. Normally when we are greedy, we do not know. When we are angry, we do not know. Because you don't have mindfulness. Mindfulness. The number 3, developing and cultivating the Noble Eightfold Path is called meditation. So if we are developing and cultivating, increasing the Noble Eightfold Path, that's called meditation. The Noble, actually in the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, the Buddha said that this noble truth of the path leading to cessation of suffering, so that means the Noble Eightfold Path, is to be developed. So you have to develop the Noble Eightfold Path. So that is meditation. So here we can see the word develop. So developing something is called meditation. Here something means the Noble Eightfold Path. That's called meditation. Another sutta, the Buddha said that bhikkhus, just as wherever splendid deeds are done, are all done based upon the earth, established upon the earth. So too, based upon virtue, sila, established upon virtue, if bhikkhu develop and cultivate the Noble Eightfold Path. Here, you can see develop and cultivate the Noble Eightfold Path. That is meditation. That's meditation. So I hope it's clear what meditation is. So if you just look at English dictionary, quite confusing. But of course, the definition seems to be very clear, but you will not know what is Buddhist meditation. So if you just understand 3, more than enough. Wherever they explain, you just understand based on these 3 methods, 3 methods. For the reason, when devotee come to me, is it right or wrong method? Then I always say, as long as that method develop mindfulness, is correct. But of course, there are if you practice, how to say it, deeper level, I think difficult to, how to say, it's important to have a competent teacher, meditation teacher. Okay, this is a definition of meditation, Buddhist meditation, Buddhist meditations. Question? Okay, good.
I think, so there are 2 types of meditation.
Yeah.
Number 1, samatha. Number 2, vipassana.
Yeah.
In the Noble Eightfold Path, we talk about samadhi.
Yeah.
The second group, which is concentration.
Yeah.
So, in meditation, we also talk about concentration, samadhi. So I'm wondering, what is the difference? Is it because the Noble Eightfold Path, samadhi is taken as a tool, a path, right? Whereas in the meditation
Yeah, I
Okay,
email.
okay, good, thanks.
So we have a two type of concentrations. Two type of concentrations. Three type of concentrations. Number one, Khanika Samadhi. Khanika Samadhi, temporary concentration. Normally we have a temporary concentration. So if you are if your mind is concentrated, that's called temporary concentration. Number two, Upachara concentration. Upachara means we call it access concentration, access to jhana, access to jhana. But in that level, getting higher. Not temporary concentration anymore. The next one is jhana, is it? Jhana, of course, is a higher concentration. 3 levels of concentrations. Okay?
Another question. You mentioned just now that thinking is not meditation.
Yeah.
Shall agree?
Yeah.
And we don't use the word thinking in Abhidhamma. We use the word pitaka.
Even Vitakka can translate as a thinking or thought, but when we translate, when we use in Abhidhamma, we try to define, we try to define what is Vitakka. Abhidhamma with technical way. So actually, Vitakka can mean thinking in suttas. And also in other suttas, it can be defined like Abhidhamma. Suppose Vitakka in Abhidhamma, actually we have learned that Vitakka bring our mind to the object. Very clear, very clear. There's a technical explanation, technical explanation. Normally, Vitakka also the mind. Our mind also the mind, Normally, according to Abhidhamma, so one mind moment arises at any time. So that means currently with mind. Then Vitakka, another mind. Actually, Vitakka bring our mind, earlier mind, to the object. Suppose we are taking breathing meditation. So breathing is an object. Then Vitakka bring our mind to the breathing object. Then Vitakka bring the mind to the breathing object again and again. That is definition of Abhidhamma. Very clear and accurate and precise. So if we just think, if we just translate Vitakka as a thinking, it will lead to misunderstanding. For that reason, Abhidhamma, I think you may know, we translate initial application. So initial application means Vitakka introduce the mind to the object. Then sustained application, Vichara, trying to take it, again and again. It's more, more frequent, and also, doing again and again. So in that way, our mind take breathing object again and again. Then Vitakka introduce breathing object. Then Vichara sustain it and take it. Then, if we are doing again and again, then our mind is getting closer and also familiar with the object. Then ultimately, the mind is very happy to stay with the object. Object means breathing object. So breathing object is called Kammatthana. If the mind is very happy, that's called rapture. We call it piti, right? Piti. Then if the mind stay only in that object, then you will have pleasure, pleasure. Then a deeper level of concentration.
So you're saying that vitaka can have different meanings?
Yeah, you're right.
In Abhidhamma, vitaka can mean initial application of the mind. This is one of the jhana factors.
Abhidhamma is just a tool to interpret
The mind, how it works.
the what vitaka.
Right.
But of course, in Sutta also, vitaka can be initial application. But the Sutta just use the word vitaka. And also, the word vitaka is used in another place. In other place, it can be just thinking. So that means we need to know the definition of vitaka.
In what context?
Yeah, in what context. In that way, then we will have a clear picture of, a clear definition of vitaka.
Can I ask, I may be wrong, but I thought I read somewhere that vitaka can mean right effort, or I read wrongly.
Oh, no. Right effect is a vidya. Sorry, vayama. Samma vayama. Any question? Okay.
Can you say breathing meditation is actually vipassana?
Breathing?
Yeah. When we concentrate on breathing, does it mean it's vipassana meditation?
Oh, that is a samatha. Samatha.
Then how do we distinguish between samatha and vipassana?
Oh, okay. We will explain, I will explain two types of meditation right now. And if you are not clear, then you can ask. So we have two types of meditation. Number one, samatha meditation. So samatha meditation is described as a internal serenity of the mind. If you are practicing samatha meditations, your mind is serene and peaceful and tranquil. For those who are meditating, breathing meditation, in certain point, then your mind will be very calm, very still and peaceful, no disturbances. That is called samatha. You will have internal calmness of the mind. Actually, for that reason, samatha is compared with the still pool in the forest. So in the forest, no water, no air. The pool is very still and tranquil. Then the water is not shaking. Then the water, if the pool is shaking, it will be very muddy. You cannot see everything inside clearly. So samatha, serenity, is compared with the still pool. If your mind is tranquil and calm and stable, you will see everything in your mind, in your body very clearly, just like a still pool. Still pool, the water is very still and calm, then the water is very clear. Whatever inside, in the water, you will see very clearly. So just like that, we need that quality. Samatha. We need samatha to know the real nature of things, the real nature of mind and body. Okay.
Is the opposite of samatha restlessness?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Restlessness, remorse, and worry, all these are the opposite of samatha. Actually, the opposite of samatha is not just that, we will five hindrances. So they are the opposite of samatha. Okay, so here samatha means internal serenity of the mind. So that means stillness of the mind, your mind is still, tranquil. Vipassana is described, actually it's what the Buddha taught, it's what the Buddha taught. From Anguttara Nikaya, chapter 4, sutta number 92, 93, 94. Three suttas are under Samadhi, The name of the sutta is Samadhi. Samadhi suttas. Number 2, Vipassana is described as the higher wisdom or insight into phenomena. So here, Vipassana is insight or wisdom regarding with phenomena. If you have an insight or wisdom, you can investigate, you can analyze mental and physical phenomena in their true natures. For example, our mind is impermanent. Our physical phenomena are impermanent. So they are nature, just phenomena, intrinsic nature. But we do not know it, we do not notice it. We think that this is my mind. Yesterday, mind and today mind the same. Yesterday body and today body the same. Because we do not know actual nature of our body. For that reason, we have a wrong view. We call it Sakkaya Ditthi, self-identity view. So you identify your body as I, my body, etc. So here, if you have a Vipassana or insight or wisdom, so you can analyze mental and physical phenomena. In other words, find aggregate in their true natures. We call it Yatha Buddha Jnana Darsana. The knowledge of things as they really are. Things here mean it can be mental or physical, anything. So actually it is very, very high. It is available only in Buddhism. So the Buddha analyzed the mind and body, and he concluded that there is no essence, something that exists forever. Everything arises and passes away. So that wisdom, that insight can be attained through samatha or internal serenity of the mind. Just like a still pool, Only the water is still and stable, we can see everything inside. So here also, only we have a samatha, and we will see things that they really are. So usually they are samatha also important to have a vipassana. Okay, we'll go one by one. So we'll start with the samatha. Before we talk about what the Buddha taught, we use commentary explanation. This is Athasalini is the commentary of the first Abhidhamma book, Dhammasengani. So in that book, samatha is defined in this way. Kamicchanda yo Pachanika Dhammi Sametiti Samatha. Kamicchanda Deyo, I have to add another one. Kamicchanda Deyo Pachanika Dhammi Sametiti Samatha. So that means cause to stay. Samatha here means something. Samatha means cause to stay opposite phenomena such as sensual desire, evil, restlessness and worry, doubt, and Slodentorper, 5 hindrances. So if you have a samatha or internal serenity of the mind, so all these 5 hindrances will be still, will be ease, cannot come out. That is the definition of samatha. So samadhi cause to stay, it is the cause to stay me tranquil, tranquil. So if you practice samatha meditations, and so there's no chance for sensual desire, ego, etc. to come out. So I think samatha, serenity. For that reason, we call it. In that sense, we can call it jhana. Jhana means to ban, to ban opposite mental states, just like a sensual desire, ego, etc. We have 5 hindrances, so these are our enemies. So if you attain jhana ban all these 5 hindrances, or these unwholesome negative mental state. That is called jhana. So here, samatha also the same thing, but it's different connotation, different definition. Samatha or serenity trying to ease those 5 hindrances or stay those 5 hindrances. So those cannot, maybe we can call it tame, samatha, tame the mind, not to have all these mind. This is a definition of commentary explanation. Actually here, in Pali, samadhi samatha, very important. Tranquilize, So samatha tranquilize the opposite phenomena or negative mental state, just like a sensual desire, ego, etc. So for that reason, when you are chanting in Shrine Hall, that is samatha meditation. So while you are chanting, if your mind is concentrated on your chanting, there's no way for the rising of sensual desire, no way for the ego. So your mind trying to tranquilize those negative mental states at that particular moment. That is the power of serenity or samatha. That's the definition. Understand? Okay. So here, actually this one is more, beautiful to explain that. This is a sub-commentary, sub-commentary. Normally, especially in Myanmar, so they have a deep respect to the commentary and sub-commentary. They consider everything written in the commentary is considered as a teachings of the Buddha. That's a big problem, That's a big problem. So whatever they say, they quote, commentary and sub-commentary. They forgot to go back to the original teaching, suttas. That's a problem. Suppose when I say something, quoting teachings of the Buddha from the suttas, and they will argue, by taking sources from commentaries and sub-commentaries, so which are very common, very common. So even some of the young monks even cannot differentiate, so which is something written in suttas, found in the suttas and in the commentary. Of course, we often quote this definition when we talk about what is samatha. Actually, in this case, very beautiful. I like it. So here, the definition of samatha is categorized into two. Two. Number one, kilese samadhi samatha, cause to stay the defilements or tranquilize the defilements. So if you are practicing samatha meditations, there's no chance for the arising of defilements in your mind. So that is samatha, the power of samatha. Cause to stay the defilements or tranquilize defilements. So when you are meditating, breathing meditation, if your mind just stick to breathing meditation, there's no defilements in your mind. No defilement in your mind. And when you are practicing loving kind of meditation, no defilements in your mind. If your mind is focused on that object. For that reason here, serenity means cause to stay the defilements. If you practice samatha, then your mind, I want to say, there's no chance for defilement for the arising. So samatha, I want to say, ease, ease or tranquilize the defilements. But it cannot remove, once and for all. Only vipassana insight can remove defilements once and for all. But here, temporarily, if you practice samatha, any type of samatha, as I earlier said that, temporary concentrations, temporary samatha, and access concentrations, and jhana concentrations, a different level. Any level, when you're practicing samatha, then you try to ease, try to suppress, defilements at that particular moment. That's called samatha. That's called samatha. So, for that reason, we always say that, so as a politician, if the politician trying to suppress a problem, not finding the actual source, the origin of the problem, just trying to ease, trying to suppress for a while. Didn't solve the problem, it's a problem. Then the problem will come out, That is similar to samatha. But inside meditation, trying to figure out the origin of the problem, even if he will lose in the election, he will solve the problem. That using insight meditation, wisdom, Actually, insight meditation, trying to drive away, all the defilements once and for all. But samatha, just trying to suppress, temporarily. But Arahant and the Buddha also, they practice samatha, but for them, they don't have defilements. So second definition for Buddha and Arahant, Chaitan Samadhi Samatha, cause to still the mind. If you practice samatha, or internal serenity of the mind, your mind is very quiet and tranquil. So Arahant and the Buddha also, they do a lot of things for the welfare of many people. Then by practicing samatha, the mind became still and tranquil. So this is a second definition for Arahant and the Buddha. And number one, for the rest, for the rest. Okay. Yeah.
You see, when you say here when we practice samatha to still the defilements, okay? But why is
Please use microphone, of course.
we practice samatha to still the defilements, okay? But why is it that you need to have loving kindness to practice metta? Some people say that when you are angry or you can't do metta. But why is it that you cannot have defilements but you practice metta to eradicate your defilements? That's one question.
Okay.
Then the next question is, when you practice samatha, let's say we practice 4 foundation of mindfulness. So we will go in as concentration, and as you progress, we are actually going into vipassana. Is that right? For 4 foundation of mindfulness.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. The third question is, you mentioned that for a 2 root and a 3 root, 3 root you will be able to have jhana, but 2 root you cannot. But in your very beginning, Buddha encouraged the monk to cultivate concentration, right? And the thing is, if the monk is a 2 root, no matter how he try, will he be able to get the concentration, or if this is just for his future life?
Okay. The first question is we practice loving kindness meditation, metta meditation to remove anger, right? Yes. If you develop loving kindness in your mind, the anger will run away. But that is not uprooted, Later, if the time, occasion arises, the anger will come again. For that reason, for non-returner, they uproot anger. For them, whoever arouse, whoever harass you or anything, then there's no anger in his mind. But of course, loving kindness meditation is a samatha. So when you practice loving kindness meditation, at that particular moment, no place for anger. Anger is suppressed, Anger is tranquilized or ease at that particular moment. But later time, anger will arise, So for that reason, I say that samatha for suppressing or stilling defilements temporarily. Maybe if you practice samatha 1 hour, then after that, defilement will arise again. So only insight meditation will help you to uproot once and for all. So that is the first one.
No, my question is,
sorry.
when you have defilements, somebody they say when you have defilements, you cannot practice metta. I just want to understand, because that is not correct, because you can use samatha. I mean, we are not talking about arahants, we are talking about lay people, normal people like us. So the thing is, we are under group number 1. If you have defilements, then they will say, hey, you cannot do metta. But why can't you use metta to sort of like eradicate your defilement, or not eradicate, I would say suppress, and then learn to radiate metta in that sense? Because if not, then people like us will not be able to practice metta because we are full of defilements.
First of all, we need to know anger is one of the defilement.
Yeah.
The defilement, first of all. So we always say that 2 mind movement cannot arise at one time. If anger is there, no place for loving kindness, no place for metta.
Then you use the 4 hours, like what you said. You
Yeah.
4 hours to suppress, so that you just radiate, but whether it is powerful enough to go out is one thing. But you cannot say, if I'm angry, I cannot do metta. Then you're always
No, I'm not saying,
Not you. What I mean is, other Bhante, they will say,
oh, I love Andy.
yeah, not you. In a sense that,
Lucky.
it's just that I want to clarify, because, but not you, definitely not you. Other Bhante, they say, when you are angry, you cannot do metta. I understand metta is just to radiate kindness, but the thing is, if you're always angry, then you will never have a chance to radiate metta.
Let me, if anger is in our mind,
Yes,
no place for loving kindness.
yes.
The first one. Of course, we can practice loving kindness anytime. Suppose, actually this is one method to remove, anger. The Buddha is stated in the Anguttara Nikaya. So the way I explain is, normally, actually there are a lot of mind movement, a lot of anger, a lot of anger, continuously. Then mindfulness. You know that anger in your mind. The first step, anger in your mind. Then mindfulness came in. Mindfulness came in. Anger, mindfulness. Anger, mindfulness. Like this, Like this. Then you radiate loving kindness. Anger, mindfulness. Anger, compassion, or loving kindness, metta. Anger, mindfulness, or clear comprehension. So in that way, if you substitute your anger with the positive quality, just like in mindfulness, clear comprehension, or compassion, or loving kindness, the anger gradually subsided. Actually, I think what the other one did, me, and then that why we are angry, compassion, loving kindness cannot arise. Actually, it's not correct to say when we are angry we cannot practice loving kindness. We cannot say that. We can. Only the choice of the word. A second question.
I only remember the four foundation of mindfulness.
Oh yeah.
I mean, as long as you practice four foundation of mindfulness, you're actually doing concentration and vipassana together, right?
Yeah, we can say so. But here, vipassana is just serenity of the mind. When we focus on one object, and we will have that quality, serenity of the mind. So that means focusing on an object, an object is samatha.
But you see
That as long as if you are not applying or exercising your insight or wisdom, or vipassana cannot arise. Only you apply and exercise insight or wisdom, how mental and physical phenomena arises and passes away. You know, actually how they arise, how they passes away. Impermanent nature of mind and body. That is insight or vipassana. So only if you apply or exercise your wisdom or insight, then vipassana will arise. If you are just contemplating just four foundations, that is not a vipassana. Only just samatha, samatha.
But I thought the four foundation, the last part, the Dhamma check, that one it will be
Vipassana, yeah. Actually, the last one is more toward vipassana. For that reason, actually, in four foundations of mindfulness, in Satipatthana Sutta, mentioned both ways, together with samatha and vipassana, together. Yeah.
and the third one, two root and three root.
Oh yeah. Actually, it's quite natural. Actually, I think you're full of compassion. You're full of compassion toward those who have the two roots, toward less intelligent. For that reason, you cannot accept what the Vidhamma said. Because the Buddha also said, we must have five quality, five criteria of meditator. The last one must have a wisdom, wisdom. How things arise, how things disappear, Uttaya Jnana we call it. That is, if someone do not know the nature of mental and physical phenomena in terms of a nature, no way to attain Magga and Phala. In the same way, actually achieving jhana is not really easy. For those who have a two root, very less intelligent, even it will be difficult to explain, even such one, in theory, what is samatha, what is vipassana. cannot think about it. So this is, I think, not just we discriminate, just that we told the nature of the passing. Some people are very, we call it da, right? Da, no intelligence. We can find in our society, but mostly people are with the three root. But there are some people with two root. Even they do not know, Even they do not know what to say. What to say. Okay.
Last question.
Okay. It's connected with. Okay, please.
Like if a person, assuming I'm a two-rooted, then I practice, I can't attain my jhana. Whatever I practice for my this life, will it bring me to the next life?
You're right.
That is from
Yeah. We call it parami, perfection. You will accumulate a lot of perfection for next lives. Because I think we think about the nature of rebirth linking consciousness. Normally, people are born, some are very intelligent, some are not. No, some are too intelligent, Even we cannot think, And I encounter such people in my life. So, one of my friends, we study together. Normally, a group of students. Teacher normally say ask something. The students are willing to answer. They want to show that they know, They know what the teacher asks. That's the human nature. So students are, in a hurry to reply, teacher's questions. But that particular friend, silent. Only nobody can answer. The teacher will ask that person. He know, quiet. He know it's a very difficult one. Actually, I'm considered as one of the intelligent, even not too much. But what I want to say is, he very there are such people, quiet, but teacher know, nobody cannot answer. Nobody can answer, so he asks, he will right away, is the less strong. So what I mean is, there are such people.
Bhante, your friend is also very strategic. Very strategic.
Yeah.
Keep quiet until the most precious moment, then he shows how smart he is.
Yeah, his nature. But unfortunately, it is dropped. We cannot say, it is very intelligent. He passed so many exams, but at the end, he disturbed. So we cannot say being a man is not easy. Okay, question.
I came across, this is a question about jhana, since we're talking about two roots and three roots, and what it takes to have jhana. So I came across this person who talks a lot about meditation, and then this person suggested that she attained jhana. So we noticed that this person is quite explosive in nature with her temper, So I wonder that even if you can attain the lowest level of jhana, first jhana, you can become, when you come out of jhana, you can still be so explosive. The word is explosive, in the sense that you talk to her, and then she'll pop straight away, you see. So the question is, if a person
Too excited or
excited and then can say things that are, I think, not very pleasant.
not very mindful, seem to be very not very mindful.
I think not mindful.
Okay.
Yeah, and very quick to make assumptions, but we take it that it is the person's nature. Now the question is, since it's so difficult to attain jhana, can one attain jhana yet you come out of it, you are so explosive in your temperament? And when I say explosive, it's very spontaneous, naturally, boom, you don't want to be, boom, it comes out. So can one so-called attain jhana, when you come out of the jhana, are you still, if someone is still so explosive?
Actually, today we will we don't have time. The temperament. We have a different temperament. We cannot see by looking at outer appearance, because we have our own characters, that come with the rebirth linking. So for that reason, rebirth linking in this case, it's important. Some are very intelligent since they are very young, So that intelligence will come the whole life. Then some are not, some are dull, and the whole life. So that's the nature of rebirth linking. That's what the Buddhists believe. Regarding with that person, very quick and very explosive, maybe might be the character of that person. We cannot say for sure.
So someone who is explosive after he or she comes out of jhana can still attain jhana. So long as
Because the moment he attains jhana, the mind will be very peaceful, and after he came out from jhana, maybe just normal.
So maybe the person, so long as you are skilled in
Mm.
terms of stilling the mind,
Mm.
I see. But to still the mind, do you really need 3 roots, the third root, even for first jhana?
If we want to stay the mind in deeper level, we need third root, 3 root. But even for less intelligent people, then they can practice meditation. They will have a peace of mind, stillness of mind. So it's a different level, not up to the jhana. So, okay. So that is samatha. Samatha simply means serenity of the mind. So that quality is attainable when you practice focusing on one object. Okay, vipassana. Insight. What is vipassana? That's from English dictionary. Insight, the ability to have clear, deep, sometimes certain understanding of complicated problem or situation. Actually, definition of insight, very beautiful. Actually, it's very accurate to use the word insight to translate vipassana. But it's not a literal meaning. Literal meaning is Nekchari Vasena Vividena Akarena Pasatiti Vipassana. That's the literal meaning. Seeing things in various aspects, such as impermanence, suffering, non-self, etc. So things here it can be mental or physical. So you see things in various aspects from different dimensions. So such as impermanent nature of things, suffering nature of things, and non-self nature of things. So that is called insight. The literal meaning. So to make it very simple, vipassana is a wisdom to know things that they really are. So we have a lot of problems because we do not know things as they really are. That's a problem. That's suffering. So those suffering will be eradicated only we have an insight or wisdom. Then we know, no? Then we know. Vipassana is described as the higher wisdom or insight into phenomena. Higher wisdom or insight. Adipanya. Adipanya means higher wisdom. Insight means vipassana. Phenomena means dhamma. Dhamma here doesn't mean teaching, just phenomena. Mental and physical phenomena. Here, the word dhamma refers to sankhara, conditioned things. Actually, the word dhamma is tend to everything, including nibbana. But here, nibbana does not mean dhamma. But here, dhamma here means natural phenomena that are conditioned. So actually, the word sankhara or conditioned things, the word sankhara is very, the complicated word. And we need to know what is sankhara, conditioned things. So we use one sutta from Buddha Nikaya, what the Buddha taught. What is sankhara? But in that sutta, the Buddha used the word sinkhata. Sinkhata and sankhara, the same. So the Buddha said, bhikkhus, there are the three characteristics that define the condition, or sinkhata or sankhara. Three criteria to talk about sankhara or sinkhata, the condition. Number one, rising is seen. Number two, vanishing is seen. Number three, its alteration while it persists, it seen. So these are three characteristics that define the condition, that define sankhara. Actually, when you look at here, because when I was living in Sri Lanka and I attended conference, so in that conference, one of the scholars said that in suttas, there's only two moments of the mind, rising and passes away. There's no present moment. Actually, in Abhidhamma we have three, right? Three. Rising, staying for a while, and passes away. Upada, Titi, Bhavanga. Titi, Banga. Three sub-mind movement. This is three sub-mind movement of Abhidhamma. Actually, Abhidhamma normally mentioned with the reference to the suttas. I think without saying anything in the sutta, Abhidhamma will not say. So actually, to understand Abhidhamma, there is a good point. Some scholars, they do not understand. Of course, in Mahasatipatthana Sutta, in many other sutta, the Buddha say just rising and passing away. Only two sub-moments of the mind. Arising and passes away. If you know how they arise and how they passes away, that is vipassana. Two sub-mind moments. Here, in this sutta, and we can learn three characteristics, three sub-moments of the mind. Arising and passing away, and alteration while it persists. That means that is a present state for a while, present state for a while. This is a three sub-mind moment. Taking those sutta from this, and we also have another sutta, Anupada Sutta in Majjhima Nikaya, and Venerable Sariputta, he analyzed mental states, how they arise, how they stay for a while, how they disappear. Three sub-mind moments. So actually, he is practicing insight meditation. jhana is samatha. Within the jhana, there are some mental state arises, stay for a while and passes away. We try to analyze. That is vipassana. That is vipassana. So what I want to say is, Vedama say 3 sub-mind movement. Is referring to Tisoda. Some scholars, they do not know. For that reason, they put forward the idea. The Soda do not say 3 sub-mind movement. There's only 2. Only 2. But of course, in many places, the Buddha emphasized arising and passes only 2. But actually, there are some other Soda that the Buddha say 3 sub-mind movement. At the time, the professor used, a simile. When somebody throw a stone on the air, stone will go up, that's a rising. Then come down, that is a cessation. Only 2. Anyway, that's just for the knowledge. Sometimes it's honestly, we shouldn't haste, we shouldn't do in a hurry, to conclude some point. But yeah, what I want to say is what is sankhara? What is conditioned things? It has 3 characteristics: rising, passes away, and also alteration, changes within 2 periods. Rising, passes away. There's a time, alteration. We were born in this life, that is arising. We will die, vanishing. But within 2 periods, there is alteration. Our body is changing. When we are young, wants to better. Now, like this, like this. So here, sankhara, what is sankhara? 3 characteristics: rising, stay for a while, and passes away. For that reason, vipassana or insight meditation means we apply or exercise our wisdom to know arising, stay for a while, and passes away. The nature of mental and physical phenomena. So Venerable Sariputta also practiced vipassana in Anupada Sutta, Majjhima Nikaya, Sutta number 1111. Then that Sutta. So Venerable Sariputta, enter to the first jhana. Then within the first jhana, he contemplates the nature of jhana factor. In Vedama, we say only 5, So in that Sutta, 16 jhana factors. How they arise, how they stay for a while, how they disappear. Contemplate on that. That is insight, So Venerable Sariputta trying to exercise his wisdom or insight to know arising, stay for a while, and passing away of mental phenomena. That is vipassana. Then from go to second jhana. Within second jhana, he contemplate or he exercise insight, wisdom, how they arise, how they stay for a while, how they disappear. So he go like this, third jhana and fourth jhana. And the first immaterial jhana, and second, third, fourth. Ultimately, he entered to cessation attainment. Now, when he come out, he also contemplate, the nature of mental phenomena, mental and physical phenomena, in terms of nature. Nature means how they arise, how they stay for a while, how they disappear. That is vipassana insight. So at the end, he became arahant. In this way, he became arahant. So, I think if you look at this sutta, the characteristics of sankhara or conditioned things, 3. Arising can be seen, vanishing can be, cessation can be seen, and then alteration can be seen. Suppose if you have a deeper level of concentration, that is samatha. If you are samatha, Now, if you use your wisdom or insight to know what is happening in your mind, you will see how they arise, how they disappear. And you will see physical phenomena in your body, how they arise, how they disappear. That is vipassana. If you go like this, then you will see, you will attain Yatha Buddha Jnana Darsana, but the knowledge of things as they really are. So if you have the knowledge of things as they really are, then you will have, I want to say, disenchantment, no craving, dispassion, no craving toward those conditioned things. Then if you don't have a craving, no passion, then your mind is liberated from those mental and physical phenomena. No craving to your mind and to your body. If you don't have a craving to your mind, to body, know what to say the rest. Because you know the real nature. That is by the power of insight. No? So that insight is attained with the help of samatha or concentration. Then, okay.
Can I summarize what you said just now about vipassana?
Okay.
This time whether I understand this correct. Can I say that it's actually a wisdom of insight into phenomena in relation to the four foundations of Tilakkhana?
Four foundations?
In relation to the four foundations of meditation
Yeah.
and Tilakkhana.
Yeah, you're right.
It must come with Tilakkhana. If it is just four foundations, then it's still, at this stage, it's still not am I right to say that?
When we practice based on four foundations, we will have a serenity of the mind, stillness of the mind. So by that time, when we use our insight or wisdom, and we will see three characteristics. We call it Tilakkhana. So, impermanent nature of phenomena, and suffering nature of phenomena, and non-self nature of phenomena. That's Tilakkhana. So if you have a Tilakkhana vision, then that is a insight meditation. So if you apply Tilakkhana or three characteristics of the world, later I will touch on that. So then you will understand, no? You will understand everything in their true natures. If you know it, there's no attachment to your mind, your body, and everything. So we call it is liberation. Liberation of the mind. Your mind is liberated from taste or defilements. Later I will touch on that. Question? Okay, so here Asinkhata. Bhikkhus, actually Asinkhata is Nibbana. Bhikkhus, there are the three characteristics that define the incantation. Asinkhata. What three? No arising is seen, no vanishing is seen, no alteration while it persists is seen. So these three are characteristics that define the incantation. Sorry, not condition. The incantation, no? The incantation. It's called Nibbana. Nibbana cannot be seen as a rising, vanishing, and alteration. Then there is a definition of sankhara, because without knowing what is sankhara, you will not understand insight or vipassana. It's important. Actually, I already explained it. 5 aggregates: khanda, mental and physical phenomena, nama rupa, or six sense species, ayatana. So they are called sankhara. Usually you can call it many names, like an element, call it sankhara. Because they are conditioned by many causes. Sometimes because of karma, sometimes because of mind, sometimes weather, sometimes food. So that for that reason it's called conditioned. Our body conditioned by food, conditioned by weather, conditioned by mind or karma. For that reason our body is called conditioned things or sankhara. Nibbana is called asinkhata because it is not conditioned by any of these causes. Not conditioned by any causes. Whether you eat food, the weather, whatever type of weather it is, you are nibbana, not conditioned. It's called asinkhata. So for that reason we call it tilakkhana. 3 characteristics of the world. So in Nature Sutta, Samdha Nikaya, so the Buddha said that 5 aggregates are impermanent. What are impermanent? Are suffering. Actually our 5 aggregate, everything is impermanent. So for that reason, it's suffering. Actually, it's not a natural suffering. We have three types of suffering, right? Dukkha, natural suffering. We have a lot of suffering. Let's say what we know is natural suffering. But here it's a sankhata dukkha, conditional, suffering in chain. Suffering caused by suffering in chain is the vibrinama dukkha. Another suffering because of condition, because of condition. Here, 5 aggregate are conditioned by many causes. Because of that, they are impermanent. So what are impermanent are suffering. 5 aggregate are impermanent. For that reason, it's suffering. It is not a natural suffering because it's conditioned. Something is conditioned. It is called suffering. It's a higher level of suffering. So what are suffering? Unknown self. But here actually these are connected to each other. If you understand impermanent nature, you understand suffering, you understand non-self. What are non-self should be seen as they really are with the correct wisdom. Test. They are not mine. These I am not. These are not myself. Actually, these are a very important, very higher aspect of teachings. They are not mine. Normally, my body, my mind, my house, my car, etc. So they are truths in conventional terms, but it's not truth in ultimate level. So if you understand the nature of nature dukkha anatta, then you will not see everything as I. This is mine. So that means you don't have a craving. You don't have a craving. These I am not. You identify this body as I. That's a wrong view. There's no I. You identify somebody as a passing. Conventionally, it's all right. The Buddha also using a lot of names, conventional terms. But when somebody practice insight meditation, deeper level of insight meditation, there's no passing. Just mental and physical phenomena arises and passes away. Then there's no passing in your mind's eye. That is called insight meditation. And these are not mindset. And actually, this is a wrong view. Sorry, these I am not. This one is a conceit or mana. These are not mindset. That's a wrong view. We identify as self. So, if you understand tilakkhana or three characteristics, and you will not have a craving, you will not have a conceit, and you will not have a wrong view. So these three, we call it papancha. How to say, expanding a lot of problem, because of craving, because of mana, conceit, and because of wrong view, we are creating a lot of problem in our life. We call it proliferate, papancha. So these three proliferate our problem. If you don't have all these three, then there's no suffering. Again, go back to the story of Bhikkhuni Khema. She does not identify, her body as I. She just knows what is happening in her body. Just know the Dhamma of phenomena. How they arise, how they disappear. So as she does not identify her body as I, as she does not have a craving, then no suffering. When one sees these tests as they really are, with the correct wisdom, as they really are with the correct wisdom, the mind becomes dispassionate. No craving. Toward those things. It can be mind or physical. And is liberated from the taste by non-clinging. If you don't have a clinging, there's no taste in your mind. Again, Bhikkhuni Khema, no clinging to her body, no clinging to her mind. Just know whatever happened in her body and mind. Then her mind is liberated from taste or liberation. If the doubter came in, I think she might achieve some spiritual attainment. So this is a whatever soda you use, there's a the soda will explain in such a way. Same thing, Actually, the sodas are consistent. Whatever soda you choose, you will see this nature. So, if you practice concentration, samatha, you will have a internal serenity of the mind, stillness of the mind. If your mind is still and tranquil, and if you exercise your wisdom or insight, then you will see the real nature of your body and mind. If you know their real nature, no clinging will arise. Because you know no clinging will arise. If no clinging, no craving. No craving, no clinging. If there's no clinging, your mind is liberated from defilements or negative mental state. Just pure mindfulness and clear comprehension. Then you achieve enlightenment. That is the process. What is liberation of the mind? Insight, wisdom, supported by serenity or samatha or samadhi, wherever want to see the mental and material phenomena. In other words, 5 aggregate. In other words, 6 sense bases in their true natures, in terms of nature, dukkha, and anatta. Insight is attained with the help of serenity, with the support of serenity or samatha. Whenever want to see the real nature of mental and physical phenomena. In the deepest level of samadhi or samatha, we will see that things are changing so quickly that we cannot hold onto anything. And eventually the mind naturally let go of clinging to all phenomena. If you have a deeper level of concentration or a deeper level of samatha, and you will notice, of course you have to apply your wisdom or insight, that you will notice that everything, the mind and physical phenomena, they arises and passes away very quickly. So the mind automatically know that everything arises and passes away. Ultimately, the mind no longer cling to those things. Because we cling to that, we think it is permanent. You think that it is sukha, pleasure. Non-clinging bring forth liberation of the mind from the taints, which are causes of all type of suffering. If there's no clinging, then your mind is liberated from negative mental state, especially defilements. So those defilements are the causes of all type of suffering. The mind is liberated from taints or negative mental state. So in that way, one will attain unconditioned happiness. In other words, Nibbana. Then I will conclude my lesson. Question? Any question? Before question, I will conclude my talk with this one, Achancha. Actually, I like this one. You have been listening many times. I think now you memorize, you learn by heart. If you let go a little, you will have a little happiness. Here, let go me, non-clinging to 5 aggregate, non-clinging to mind and body. If you let go a lot, you will have a lot of happiness. If you let go completely, you will be completely happy. Very beautiful, meaningful, but not really easy. We have to practice. Practice makes perfect. If we let go, little by little, your happiness will increase little by little. If you don't have any clinging to anything, just like a lotus flowers, no clinging. The Buddha gave example of lotus flower. The Buddha lived in the world among the people, but he do not have any clinging attachment, no defilements. He is just like a lotus flower. For that reason, we have to practice just like a lotus flower. Even though we live among the people, even though we have a lot of problems, we have to try to liberate our mind from negative mental state. Even today, I happen to meet a Dharma teacher. When I go to Lansdana, Singaporean Dharma teacher, and I was surprised to see he used 2 Pali words, Kaya Viveka and Chitta Viveka. As a lay person, he don't have a Kaya Viveka. Viveka means seclusion, seclusion of the body. He lives in the, he is walking, he is living with the family, among the people, no kaya viveka, no seclusion of the body. But he trying to practice citta viveka, seclusion of the mind. The mind, just like a lotus flower. Even though it's living among the people, whether it's good or bad, even though it's living in the family, have to practice seclusion of the mind. I like the way he used, as a Singaporean Pali word, beautiful Pali word. So he said that as a Buddhist monk, you are lucky. You can practice both. As a layperson, can practice one. So anyway, we have to try to be like a lotus flower. Especially also the same thing, as a Buddhist monk, we are also living with the people. So sometimes we don't have a kaya viveka, seclusion of the body, no? So anyway, we'll try. Question?
Very quickly, one last question.
Okay.
Meditation is when you're practicing. Meditation is when you are practicing the lower eightfold path. Can we say that meditation is also when you are contemplating the Four Noble Truths?
Yeah, can be, yes. If you are mindful to contemplate something, yeah. Okay, so thank you for listening. Okay, thank you, everyone.
Okay, there's one announcement. Next week we have class upstairs, level 3, Supada room.